It's your boy, the American African. What's up, what's up, what's up? As of today, I've reached 250 pounds. I've been waiting to hit 250 pounds. I've been so ecstatic, like, 250 pounds. And you know why? Because I want a pizza. I said at 250 pounds, I was going to buy a pizza. I haven't had a pizza since I was nearly 500 pounds. I haven't even had a slice. I've had like pepperonis and stuff like that, but I haven't had pizza. My favorite pizza is a double pepperoni pizza. Just an original, regular cheese pizza with double pepperoni toppings. And I like them pepperonis to be crisp and the pizza to be so hot it burns my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes pepperoni and pineapple, but for the most part, pepperoni. For most of my weight loss journey, I would say 90% of it, maybe even 95% of it, I've been eating ketogenic low carb. One of the reasons is obviously when you're in a state of ketosis, you burn fat for energy, and that's where I like to be. And it's helped me lose a lot of weight. As of today, I mean, I've lost 225 pounds. That's a lot of weight, right? Since April of last year. Let's just say since January of last year. Okay, so in a year and a half, I've lost 225 pounds. It's about on track, on target with my goals. I want to reach at least 180 pounds this year before I undergo weight loss surgery. If I do decide to undergo, I'm pretty sure I will. Now this gets us into my reaction. One of my favorite YouTubers, Thomas DeLauer, posted a video. I mean, unbelievably, coincidentally, right as I'm hitting 250 pounds. And you know what the video is? Educational review of Blaze KETO Pizza. How to choose the healthiest toppings. Is this a sign? Is this a sign from God? Like, think about this. Think about this, y'all. I just reached 250 pounds. He posted this video yesterday. He posted this video yesterday when I was 252 pounds. He posted this video yesterday. Now I'm 250 pounds. And he makes a video called Blaze KETO Pizza. Blaze Pizza is my favorite chain pizza joint. They had the best pizza I've ever had from a chain pizza joint. I haven't had a mom and pop pizza since like high school days. High school days, me and a friend who was Muslim, we used to go to this halal pizza joint near my high school. When we used to go there often, we would go to this halal pizza joint, and then we would go to this, you know, them little dollar movie theaters. Yeah, we used to do that. We used to get the pizza, then we go to the dollar movie joint, and we just chill. So yeah, I haven't had Blaze Pizza in a while. I'm excited. I want Blaze Pizza. I want a double pepperoni. But now this video comes out, and I have to think about it. Like, maybe I should chill. Keep calm and keto on. During this fasting, I've abstained a lot. I've refrained a lot. You know, there was so many things I was gonna buy for myself at certain weight goals. I didn't spend the money. I saved the money. The money I'm saving, I'm gonna use towards my surgery. You know, there's so many cheat meals that I've wanted to have that I actually haven't had, and instead I just made a home cooked cheat meal, where I felt was a better option, because when I make a home cooked meal, I usually don't get addicted, right? Whereas a lot of chain joints, in my personal opinion, they purposely add things that have a higher chance for you to get addicted to something in it, you know? Like, I haven't been to McDonald's, Popeyes, Roy Rogers. What chain joints I used to go to? McDonald's, Popeyes, Roy Rogers. That's probably my top 3 that I used to go to. You know, I haven't been to them. I haven't been to them not even one time since I started my journey. I haven't craved them. I keep saying I'm gonna go back to McDonald's, but really, why? I can make a good burger. I have to work on my burger game. I don't have to, but you know, it'd be nice. Especially because I'm thinking I might start a carnivore diet when I get under 200 pounds. Not because I really want to, but just because during this weight loss journey, I've tried so many diets. And that's one thing that's unique about my journey is I've done keto. I've done intermittent fasting. I've done water fasting. I've done low carb. I've done paleo. I've done so many different clean diets to reach where I'm at. So I have something to say about them all, but I haven't done carnivore. One of the reasons I haven't done carnivore is that I like to have two different type of things on my plate, you know? Normally a veggie and a meat, right? I can't imagine just eating meat, no veggies. Now, I think that when some people do carnivore, they still take in fiber through, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, psyllium husk or whatever it's called. You know, they'll take some sort of thing that'll help them clear out their system, fiber. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But anyways, this video, Blaze Keto Pizza from Thomas DeLauer. We're gonna get into it. I'm excited to see it. I've already watched it, so I'm gonna skim through it a bit just to keep this video short and sweet. And I'm gonna let you guys know my honest opinion on this pizza that he created, whether or not I would eat it, and whether or not I'll let this be my pizza for 250 pounds before I never have another pizza for a long time. Let's get into it. Let's check out this video. Educational review of Blaze Keto Pizza.
Blaze Pizza, because we're going to do a scientific, in-depth review of their keto crust, but then we're going to order a pizza with specific ingredients, specific toppings, to ultimately make the best keto pizza that you can possibly get at Blaze Pizza. So what that means, we'll break down the different ingredients, we'll break down the different toppings and what is in those toppings, and therefore determine if it should be on the pizza or if we should absolutely avoid it. So we'll talk about things like canola oil, we'll talk about soy, all this. You'll know how to make a clean pizza if you're gonna have a clean sheet at Blaze Pizza. So let's go ahead, let's hit the road, and let's have some fun.
Let's see. Skip all this. All right, that's the pizza. It looks alright. It looks alright.
Flip the camera around so I can show you like what the screen looks like to order.
It looks alright.
We went ahead and we utilized the main keto crust. Don't be confused.
It don't look delicious.
Cauliflower crust. Cauliflower crust.
But the taste is the king, right?
Option. Okay, it is not necessarily keto friendly. Now, here's what's inside the actual keto crust. Now take a look at this. Okay, so here's the ordering screen. So obviously you can choose a classic dough, you can choose a regular gluten-free, then you can choose keto crust, gluten-free, but then they do usually have a cauliflower form that isn't showing up here. If you go in, they have a cauliflower. This is what the pizza looks like. This is actually the keto crust. Pretty darn good. Now, here's what they do. They don't use almond flour.
When I order a pizza, like the crust is so important to me, you know what I'm saying? Because the way I look at a pizza is that like it's partially bread. So if I'm gonna get bread, I want like bread, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I know everyone's a bit different. But for me, the dough is the boss. Like, if you ever look at an original, I think it's called Neapolitan pizza, all there is the dough. I think they use mozzarella cheese and then sauce. It's like, and then they throw some, I don't know what is it. Is it parsley they put on top? I'm not sure. But like that's, or basil, and that's all you get. Because they pay such attention to the ingredients. Those 4 ingredients you get are the best. Now, I'm not necessarily a purist or a perfectionist or any of that, but sometimes I just want something that's just plain and simple, you know. But this pizza, it's not that it looks ugly or bad or anything, but when I see it, I'm not like, oh. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if I haven't had a pizza in a year and a half, I want a pizza that when I see it, I'm just like, oh, You know, like that double pepperoni Blaze pizza. All right, let's get into it.
They're using cauliflower, but then they're also using flax, which is interesting. And then they're using cheese. They're using part skim mozzarella, which is not the best cheese to use. It's not the healthiest cheese, but it's also not the worst. Now, if you're getting a keto pizza from somewhere, you're probably not doing a super, super clean keto diet, or you're at least having a cheat meal. So it's not the end of the world. So we also have
We cheating,
which isn't a big deal. We have yeast, which isn't a big deal. They do add whey protein in there, probably just to give it a little bit more volume. But they also add casein protein, which I kind of wish that they would have done without, because the casein protein.
we're gonna skip this. You can watch the video if you want to know more about that.
Super high omega-6, not the best thing you want to be doing. You're probably not going to overdo it on this pizza as much, but you're also going to be getting a blood sugar effect that's modulating blood sugar. Just remember, the regular cauliflower gluten-free crust is not the one you want to go for. You want to go for their standard keto crust. Okay, now let's talk about some toppings here. Okay, so when I built this pizza, I went ahead and
toppings
built regular keto crust. So select that bad boy there. Okay, then when I go down to choose my sauce, this is something super important. It may seem like something that's really, really basic.
Pause. Which sauce, before we move forward, which sauce do you guys think is gonna take the cake? Which sauce is the cleanest sauce? Which sauce is the low carb sauce that you think he's gonna recommend? I thought it was white cream sauce. For some reason, I thought it was white cream sauce. I thought that the white cream sauce was maybe like Alfredo sauce, where it's nothing but really cheese. I was surprised at this one.
But it's one of the most important things you need to be paying attention to. Go for either the spicy red sauce or go for the regular red sauce. In this case,
you know why I thought red sauce wasn't the way to go? It's because red sauce is pretty much marinara sauce. And a lot of marinara sauce, they put too much sugar. If you ever take a bottle of ragu or whatever spaghetti sauce you use, and you look at the back, and you look how many grams of sugar are in X amount of tablespoons, you'll notice that that shit is loaded. It's loaded. So I was kind of surprised that red sauce was the best option.
So with the red sauce, because I might give some to my son a little bit later, and I don't want it to be too spicy. Here's what's going on with that, and here's why. Their red sauce and their spicy red sauce use extra virgin olive oil. That is unheard of. You do not see that in typical fast food settings or in any kind of pizza place, right? This is not what you're going to come across. Usually it's canola.
By the way, this is why I fuck with Thomas DeLauer. Watch how he break this shit down for you.
Oil, usually it's soy oil, which hugely just terrible fats, especially the soy oil, which is in a lot of marinaras, because it's such a polyunsaturated fatty acid. It gets so denatured, it goes through lipid peroxidation, which means it basically goes rancid.
That's enough. You guys can watch the whole video if you want to know more about that.
Fat burning potential because it activates different receptors. Not getting by having the soy and the canola. Avoid that stuff. It's also important that I note that with the red sauce, there's no sugar. Usually with marinara, you're going to see some sugar in it. So what's wrong with the white cream sauce? Well, in addition to having a bunch of cream and a bunch of dairy, we also run into a problem with some of the other things that are added. For one, they're adding cornstarch. It's a thickener for those cream sauces.
Cornstarch?
So avoid the cream sauces. Yeah, the cream is one thing, but the cornstarch is another situation. And of course, we've got a little bit of whey protein, which really isn't the end of the world, but it has cheese flavoring in it. Why go that route? You don't need to. Just add the cheese to your pizza. Don't get the cream sauce if you're just having.
Yeah, so their white sauce isn't Alfredo sauce, and it's named white sauce, so there you have it. All right, let's see. Let's skip. Let's get into the cheeses.
Okay, we got shredded mozzarella.
Okay. So which cheese do you guys think are the best cheeses? Now, I already watched the video, but I'm not a liar, okay? When I watched this, I said definitely goat cheese is good, feta cheese is good. That is sheep and goat. So I already know that those are, you can't lose. Usually Parmesan is good and usually mozzarella is good, but it depends on the source. Now he's gonna break it down further and give me some things that I never even thought about when it comes to cheese, right? When it comes to cheese, you have to think about the source of the animal that's producing the cheese, right? The way that it's raised. Now you don't really have to though, you know, it depends on how pure you want to be. To each his own. I'm trying to move into a more pure form when it comes into food, because I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy, going to my butcher and say, hey, so what's the source of this cow? They hate me for doing it, but it's fun to me. You know what I'm saying? Is it grass-fed, grass-finished, blah, 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 blah. It's fun for now.
Ricotta, feta, goat, vegan, or no cheese. All right, well, I'll tell you what I put on this pizza in just a second. Normally, they have an option for ovolini, or if you get their standard
Never heard of
keto pizza,
ovolini
which
in
is
my
kind of
life.
Standard, not build your own. Well, then you have ovolini, which is really just dairy. It's just cream and cultures and salt. That's it. So if that ovolini cheese is an option, go for that. Please do. It's good, clean stuff. Well, let's break down the other cheeses. I'll show you what I got. You might notice I don't have any mozzarella on this. I don't have any shredded cheese. Why is that? Well, normally I would go for it, but the shredded cheese that Blaze uses unfortunately has canola oil in it. I just don't want to have that. I just don't need that. I'd rather get real mozzarella and real good quality cheese. Okay, so let's just go ahead and just forego that altogether. Okay, we're going to skip the shredded mozzarella. But what about gorgonzola?
Never heard of gorgonzola.
It's cultured, it's aged, but I still didn't put any on this pizza. Parmesan, I did put Parmesan on. Why is Parmesan?
I love Parmesan.
Generally, the longer the cheese is aged, the better. Now, Parmesan is aged for usually at least 12 months, which means a lot of the
You guys get where this is going. I'm going to skip. If you want to know more about cheeses, you can watch more of this part.
Or a majority of it. But you also end up but more is feta, okay? Sheep's feta and also goat cheese. Why these cheeses? Okay, you can see a little bit of the goat cheese in there. Yummy stuff. But goat cheese is different. You see, goat cheese doesn't have the same protein that cattle cheese does, that cow cheese does. So it's really interesting stuff.
Again, if you want to know more, you can watch the actual video. The video link is in my description.
1,000 years ago, there was oh no, not at all, but unique taste is caprylic acid, which is a medium chain triglyceride. Now, if you do keto all the time, and feta, I cannot confirm if it's sheep's feta or not. I hope that it is, otherwise it's fan.
All right, let's get into the meat.
A little bit leaner with the meats. So I usually recommend going for the grilled chicken. Okay, why is that? Because it's going to be the leanest.
You know what's crazy? What he says is correct, but I would never think that grilled chicken would be the best option for the simple fact that I once watched this video about chicken and how chicken is sourced, and it's like, if this chicken is farm raised, right, where it's raised in the cage and they force feed them certain things and blah 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 blah, they try and get the chickens as fat as possible so that they can produce more meat. And I would think that that would induce inflammation, bloating, and other problems, right? Because it's hormone chicken. And at least on this page right here, maybe they have it on Blaze Pizza's website, but it doesn't tell you the source of the chicken. So I would think that chicken would be kind of dangerous to use. But then I thought about it. None of this stuff, there's no source listed for any of this stuff. So me personally, if I wanted to be a real purist, right, I wouldn't get any meat toppings. I would put my own toppings on it, because you don't know where the pig come from as far as the bacon, chorizo, the meatballs, the chicken, the sausage, the pepperoni, the ham. You don't know where their pork, or their chicken, or any of the, you don't know the source. So if you don't know the source, and again, this is only if you're trying to be a purist, clean as possible type person, whereas most people are not. 99% of people don't care. 99.9% of people don't care, right? I wouldn't think to get any meat. But then he says something here. He says pretty much that the reason he goes with chicken is because it's the leanest, right? And being that it's the leanest option, right, you take in less bad fat. And you can always add your own fat with side dishes, like nuts, right, avocado, you name it. So it's a smart thing that he says here.
I don't want to see you having a bunch of Italian sausage or a bunch of pepperoni or a bunch of crumbled meatballs. And the reason is mainly because we cannot control the fatty acid profile of what that animal ate. We don't know the fat content of that, and it's much harder to control. Let me explain it like this. You could have one simple slice of pizza that has 5 pieces of sausage on it. But depending where that cut of meat came from or where that sausage came from, it could have 20 grams of fat or there could be 40 grams of fat. It is so difficult to determine your macronutrients. It's so difficult to determine your calories that way. Get leaner proteins and then add the fat's other sources. I don't care if you're adding it with butter, but just do it in a controlled fashion. But the other thing is that we don't know where this meat came from for the most part. And when you look at sausage and stuff like that, toxins, all that stuff tend to get stored in the fats. Just go with the leaner proteins. I do know though that their applewood bacon is pretty darn clean. And
you get it.
So a little bit disconcerting, but not the end of the world. Okay. Now let's take a look at some of the veggies that I have on here. Well, spoiler alert, I already told you. Artichokes. Why do I have artichokes in there? Prebiotic fibers, baby. That's exactly what I want on a ketogenic diet. Some of the concerns that people have with a ketogenic diet is that you're going to have less of a diverse gut microbiome because you don't have as many different diverse foods coming in. Well, realistically, you should. You should have a plethora of
I'm going to
foods,
skip this.
Probably okay. I didn't put them on mine. Fresh basil would be okay. I'm not going to do it on this pizza, but you're going to be okay there. Now, talk about garlic here. Here's what I want you to...
By the way, he did say that olives were a good option.
No. We've got garlic or we have roasted garlic. Which one should we go for here? We're going to go for regular garlic. Why? Because I don't want them to cook the ever-living daylights out of the garlic. Okay, it's already going to be roasted. If it goes in the oven again, it's getting roasted again. Plus, it's probably been roasted and sitting out there, which converts into vitamin D3 if you have the right enzymatic processes within the body.
I'm starting to get into mushrooms. I got to try more different mushrooms, and I have to learn how to cook a mushroom proper.
Skip the pineapple. No need for that.
Yeah, pineapple is too much sugar.
Roasted red peppers would be okay. I didn't add them because the extra carbs, just not worth it.
He also said red onions are okay.
Spinach. I did not add spinach, okay? Here's what's up. I like spinach, but it needs to be steamed or it needs to be cooked.
You get the point.
Otherwise, you have too much in the way of oxalates.
We're going to skip that.
Oxalates from Ross. I make sure that it's cooked long enough. Order broccoli, but then I remember I did. I checked the seasonal veggies box. I figured that it's a good...
So he also said oregano was cool. So basil, olives, garlic, jalapeno. Oh, he kind of stays away from pepper, I think because of they have a lot of carbs. Mushroom, red onions, not roasted garlic, but regular garlic. He actually said roasted red peppers is okay. Spinach, oregano, and seasonal veggies such as broccoli. And he says that broccoli is very good. He's about to get into that.
Chance that it's going to be a good veggie. In this case, broccoli. Heck yes, this just worked out great. Broccoli, super rich in what's called sulforaphane, super rich in indole-3 carbinol, diindole methane, also known as...
Now, one thing I'll say about Thomas DeLauer is you see how he gives you all this nutrient breakdown and stuff like that? Sometimes it can be overwhelming, right? It's dope that he knows it off the top of his head, but trust me, like, no one is gonna be an expert like this. Like, so me, I don't go into the deep micro, macro stuff. I just try and keep it simple. I believe life is about simplicity and flow, so I try and keep it simple, you know. Broccoli's healthy, that's good enough for me. As long as I know the macros, it's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And the source, it's good enough for me. So we're going to skip this.
Which is a good anti-estrogenic, or it actually helps your liver process estrogen. So if you're a male, super good for you. More than likely, soybean oil.
So now we're going into sauces. Okay. As far as sauces go, this is just me, my personal thing. I'm against sauce. Why? Because a lot of sauces have sugar and a lot of nonsense you don't need. So, like, again, on this page, at least on this page, maybe they have it somewhere else. Maybe they have an ingredient page. You don't know what's in these sauces. So, barbecue sauce, tons of sugar, and also other nonsense. Buffalo sauce, tons of sugar and other nonsense. You'll see.
Or soybean oil based, so let's avoid. Olive oil drizzle, I went ahead and added that.
Olive oil is
Pesto
always
drizzle,
good.
Nope. Canola oil. Balsamic, sugar. Buttermilk ranch, nope. Sea salt, it does not need salt. Oregano, yeah, you're good to go with oregano. Why the heck not? That's it for the toppings, like super clean. So look at this stuff. Okay, I've got a keto crust, I've got a keto crust pizza, okay, and I'm dropping all over my laptop. And I've got broccoli on it, I've got mushrooms on it, I've got
I ain't gonna lie, the more I look at the pizza, the more delicious it looks.
Olive oil marinara. Okay, I've got goat cheese, I've got lean chicken, I've got everything.
Yo, can I break my fast with this pizza? Y'all gonna hate me. No, bone broth. Fuck that. I might. I might get 2 pizzas. I might get the pepperoni and the keto pizza. Of course, I won't eat the whole thing, but a lot of options. Yo, that's the dopest thing about breaking the fast, a water fast, a long extended water fast. So many options. Like you can eat. It's so many things you haven't eaten in a month. So many options. A lot of people say, but you'll add all the weight back. Listen, you're gonna add weight back when you break a fast. I don't care if you drink bone broth or what you do. You're gonna add weight back. Think about this. I started this year at 370 pounds. I'm at 250. And you guys see, I have videos on how I've been breaking my fast. I've still reduced my weight by 120 pounds in 5 months. You can't tell me I'm doing it wrong. You can't. Numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. I've lost 120 pounds. That's about what? How many pounds a month? 25 pounds a month?
I control a little bit of bacon and a crust that's made with flax. Tell me that that is unhealthy. That's a pretty darn good, clean pizza to the point where I'm going to eat it right in front of you. I mean, I got nothing to hide. If this had a bunch of parched skin mozzarella on it, I might be questioning myself a little bit. The lean chicken on here, might have some food starch in it. I might feel that. Nah, not really. But seriously. Okay, way to go.
I don't like flatbread pizza. It looks like a flatbread
throw
pizza.
Certain brands under the bus, but one particular pizza brand starts with the word California. Their cauliflower crust, to me, is greasy and it seems caloric. I like the fact that Blaze Pizza is being a little bit different. Let me just eat these crumbs off my laptop. They're being different in that they're using flax. They're being more progressive with how they look at their keto pizzas. So I commend them for that. But also the extra virgin olive oil utilization is just so awesome. So now you know how to build a perfect keto pizza from Blaze. That's not going to have a negative impact on you unless you're eating it 3 times a day or probably once a day. Enjoy yourself. Have some fun. This is not the world to just get locked down by the keto police and be told what you can eat and can't eat. Live within your realm.
Or the fasting police.
Educate yourself so you can make good decisions.
So, I mean, that was a very, 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 very interesting video, you know, and especially like what he said at the end. You know, he said this isn't the world to get locked down by the keto police, or in my case, the fasting police, the bone broth police. You know, yeah. The thing is, you know, I do feel like I've been enjoying life as far as food goes because I cook. And this year I looked at it and I've only eaten out like 3 to 5 times this whole year, 5 months. And what I don't want to happen is I don't want to only cook. I want to eat out. I want to taste other people's food. I enjoy my food, but I like to experience other things. The only thing is this: I don't necessarily want to be a chain restaurant eater. I want to enjoy mom and pop shops, you know, but I want to eat from mom and pop shops where I can see their kitchen. That's very big to me. I want to see what they're doing back there. I don't like when it's closed off. Maybe I've been watching too much TV, too much Gordon Ramsay kitchen nightmares and stuff, but I don't really trust these restaurants, yo. I believe they care more about cost, saving cost, than, you know, doing food prep right, you know. I think that they serve a lot of food that should be in the garbage bin, and that's my fear. So that's partially the reason why I haven't been eating out a lot. Also because I know I can make good food and clean food. And I've been fasting a lot, right? I think I'm at like 85% days fasted for the year versus fed. So, yeah. But back to this video, Blaze Keto Pizza. On camera, it doesn't look, it looks okay. It looks edible. It looks, you know, but it's not the type of pizza that I'm used to. I'm used to dirty pizza, like dirty pizza. I like dirty food. I can't lie to you. I always like dirty food. I always like soul food. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to go to Blaze Pizza, get a double pepperoni pizza, even if I only eat 2 slices. You know, maybe I'll take my brother with me and give him the rest of the box. You know, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But one thing I'll say is this. I actually don't have a craving for pizza. It's more so of what I've promised to myself. So, you know, it's a decision to make. I'm at 250 pounds today. Even when I got on the scale today, I ain't gonna lie, I was expecting to see 249, but 250, the number is already gone. Like, I'm already like, I can't wait to reach 219. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the way my mind moves. It's like on to the next one. But I want to be more appreciative and I want to live in the moment. So I want to enjoy 250 pounds, you know? But I'm locking in 250. I will never go above 250 again. That's what I'm going to do to myself. So during my refeeding process, I'm not going over 250. You know, if I go over 250 somehow, I'm going to just fast and get it back down. But Blaze Keto Pizza with healthy toppings. I believe, okay, something else. So in his video, he talks about the healthiest options. It doesn't mean that other options are not healthy. It just means that these are the healthiest options. You understand? So what that means to me is this. If I want to go and get pepperoni, Italian sausage, whatever, it's okay, because technically those are low carb unless they add sugar, which I could probably find out. So if they don't add sugar and it's pepperoni, right? The only thing is that it might not be clean pepperoni, right? The pig it came from could have been, you know, a pig that was raised in a farming, you know, a mass farming type of way versus a grass-fed, grass-finished type of way. You know what I'm saying? It still might be ketogenic. It still might be low carb. It still might be okay. So I can still go there and get a keto pizza with the toppings that I want. The thing is, though, the dough. I don't want a cauliflower pizza. You know, I can't say that. I've never had a cauliflower pizza. You know what? At some point, I'm going to go and get that pizza. I'll mukbang it. I'll review it. And I'll add that sort of content to my channel from now on. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I do. You can't knock it until you try it. I might eat that pizza and say, damn, this shit is bomb. So I haven't tried it, so I won't knock it. I still don't know what I'm going to do about this double pepperoni, though. Because what if I eat the double pepperoni and then I get addicted? What if I go to Popeyes and get my old school meal, the 4 wings with fries and gravy, mashed potato gravy and the biscuit, and then I get addicted? You know, what if I go get that Korean fried chicken and curly fries again, and then I get addicted? So maybe I'll play it safe for now. Maybe. For some reason, I'm always indecisive until my fast ends. Always. Like, while I'm fasting, I can't really think about my plan of what I'm going to do. I try and plan it out. It's just so many options. So I got about 6 days left. I break my fast on the 2nd or the 3rd, and mentally that's where I'm at, you know. I'm definitely getting a pizza after I break my fast at some point, unless something happens in this outer world, corona world that we're living in. But I'm excited for the pizza. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll even make the pizza myself. Who knows? I've never made a pizza before, and I'm trying to get my cooking game on. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. It's your boy, the American African. Thanks for following my weight loss journey. I appreciate all the love and support. Hope you guys are safe. Let me know how your journey's going. Let me know what you think of the video and what you think of this Blaze Keto Pizza. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe as always.